Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers of all ages, I got something to get off my chest. Is it about the spoiled little man-child that up and murdered a bunch of people this past Memorial Day weekend just because he spent the entirety of his short, miserable existence as a virgin? Nah, that's not it. Is it about the self-proclaimed pickup artist that I had to choke out on Sunday after I got off work? Surprisingly, that's not it either. Is it about how Ubisoft should really, really get their shit together, considering that Watch Dogs has released well, I don't know if it's review copies or not, but considering that Watch Dogs has basically released with fatal game-breaking bugs, it's not about that. It's not even about the constant missteps being made by Capcom. No. This is something a little more important. Everybody sit down, strap yourselves in, and take a trip with me in the Wayback Machine to May 29th, 1980. On that day, the world got a little bit angrier. On that day was born a young man whom, throughout his formative years in Azusa, could have quite easily earned the nickname the Tank Engine. From his earlier antics at Cal Poly Pomona and at DeVry as the itinerant gamer with a penchant for heavy metal, to his days as the frontman for an up-and-coming band which didn't necessarily finish coming up like it should have. From being a groundskeeper to being an author. This young man has led, well, he's led a life. He's led a life worth living. He's had his ups and downs. He's had his fits and starts. He's had his low points. But if there was one thing that was always consistent, you could say he was like a big, angry version of Tinkerbell. There was never any external conflict as far as his emotions. He fights, he works as completely and as strongly as he feels. And it's because of this man that I'm even sitting here as I am right now. If not for him, I wouldn't have moved to Bellingham. I wouldn't have made that big life-changing decision to just completely get out of the state and plant my own roots. Without him, some of my best work may still be laying in a garage somewhere collecting dust. He goes by numerous names. Some call him the loudest and most kingly. Some know him as that bastard from Bellingham. Many people know him by his nom de plume, Thomas Duder. I know him simply as my friend, as my brother, as probably the beefiest shoulder I have ever had the privilege to be able to cry on when I was at my lowest. May 29th, 1980. The world got a little bit angrier. The world got a little bit stranger. But honestly, I think we're all the better for it. To my partner in crime, my fellow hooligan, my brother. Happy birthday, man. I know you got yourself getting ready to run out and, keep pounding the street trying to get those books sold, but just take a moment to yourself to celebrate. You deserve it. Another year older, another year stronger. Work hard, game harder.